Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Welcome to your collective reading for Libra for the month of July. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my viewers. Thank you to my subscribers. So let's go ahead and get right into the reading for July for Libra. So we're going to go ahead and start with a couple of oracle cards before we get into our tarot. So these are our unicorn cards. This is the Path of Light. These are the Mystic Forest Oracle cards. And now we're going to go ahead and see what our month looks like for Libra. All right. So we have the Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the Sun. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Devil and the Four of Swords. Your first row is all major arcana. Your last row is Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Wow. All right. So let's take a look at these oracle cards here. It is Shine Bright and Soul Awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and your heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. Shine bright. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. Absolutely. Those are fantastic messages. All right, let's take a look and see what your month has in store for July. So it looks like you have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. That is so interesting. And then you have the Sun. So it's like you've taken a pause with the Hanged Man. You've had some things on your mind. You've had to think about some things. You've had to go through some things, and you just kind of took yourself out of the situation and took a step back. And so now you're being asked to take a step forward. So you're being asked literally to come out of solitude, to come out of the Hanged Man mode, to come out of the Hermit mode. So the knowledge you acquired by taking that pause, and I love that because again, some of my readings are geared towards those sober souls, those on the path to recovery and spiritual healing. And so I love that because of that Hanged Man, we love a good pause. Take a pause, take a moment, take a step back, right? But then there's times that we've taken that pause and we've learned and we've processed. And so that's literally what I feel from the Hermit card is that you've had that time to process. You've had that time to think. And so now everything that you've learned is here in this little lantern, and it's time to share. It is time to share, and it is time to shine bright like the sun that you are. That is so fantastic. You can see the progression of what you're going through right now, and I love that for you. So we're going to clarify. Nope, we're going to use these to clarify the cards that are existing. So let's see. Hanged Man. Show me an additional message to go with the Hanged Man. What should we use to clarify the Hanged Man? Okay. So the Tower moment. So you went through something pretty darn significant because these are all major arcana cards. Your whole row. I'm not sure when the last time was that I had a reading where the entire first row is major arcana. So you went through a major Tower moment. You went through a major life event just recently, and you literally had to take a step back and pause. You had to take that step back and think. And you have the Hierophant. This is card number 5. There's only 22 major arcana. You have 5 of them just sitting here, and you have 6, you have 7. And so this is super significant in reference to life moments. Minor arcana is more like everyday things and situations. Major arcana is when you literally have gone through a major life situation that made you pause, that seems like it, I don't know if it was expected or unexpected. That's for you. That's a call for you to make. So when you look at the Tower card, you can literally figure out, who are you? Did this Tower moment take you by surprise and that's what put you in the Hanged Man mode? Or was it expected? Did you kind of see it coming? And then that's when you decided that you needed to kind of take a step back and take a pause. Because again, with that Hermit, and me advising that I feel like that pause, what you learned, now you need to go ahead and move forward. Whatever it is that you moved forward, take that knowledge and share it. Take that knowledge and teach it. So our Hierophant is, for me, he is a teacher. He is taking what he knows from above and he's sharing it below. And so that's literally corresponds with the Hermit card. I'm just kind of still in awe that you have so many major arcana cards in your first row. But it does definitely seem like with that Sun card here at the bottom that this is a good thing. This is now your time to shine. This is a good thing, the situation that you went through. I always say I love a good tarot moment because I love a good tarot moment when it has the opportunity to push me in a new direction, for an old cycle to change and for a new one to begin. But if you've had a tower moment that definitely feels very significant for you, you did need to take that time to pause. You did need to take that time to figure out what it was that you were supposed to be learning from that moment. But then you have the Sun card here, and you have, now it's time to be nurturing to yourself. So the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of really taking that time to like kind of focus on your inner child, kind of focus on yourself right now with whatever that tower moment was for you. So then we move over to, let's go ahead and move into these oracle cards here. It is action and delight. Action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence and delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. So I think after that tower moment, that's when you may have had that enlightening moment, which makes sense because the Hanged Man, that's when he becomes enlightened. The Hermit, when he's ready to come down off that mountain, that's when he has that enlightenment, and he's going to take that light and he's going to shine it down on others. And it makes sense to me now with that Hierophant card. It's time to share that with others, right? And so delight in action. These are your oracle cards here. So let's go ahead and move through the rest of your month of July. You have the Page of Wands, you have the Devil, and you have the Sword, the Four of Swords. And so I feel like you're taking the lessons that you've learned here at the beginning of the month, whatever that tower situation is for yourself, the knowledge that you acquired by taking those pauses, you're learning to go into a different direction. So you've got our Page of Wands here. So now it feels like you really are being asked to not bind yourself to anything negative, whether it's, and again, most of my readings are geared towards those sober souls and those on the path to recovery. And so I really feel like, man, that tower moment is so significant for you right here. But it's okay because you have the Page of Wands, which says you're going in a new direction. You've learned from the situation. And the other thing that you need to be mindful of is just to not bind yourself. Don't let whatever this situation is lead you in a direction of self-sabotage, let's say, because with our Libras, self-sabotaging behavior, sometimes you guys suppress your truth to avoid conflict, identity through relationships, which can make Libras vulnerable. And I'm looking at my notes from my astrology for Libra. Addictive behaviors from chronic indecision, less of self or loneliness, and masking it with addiction, substance abuse, or self-destruction behaviors. And the reason I'm referencing that is because the Devil is literally a card of being bound by so many things, bound by bad behaviors, self-sabotaging behaviors, or addictions. So just be mindful as you move through the month that this was and is very heavy. It still feels like it's very heavy for you. Usually I have such happiness and joy when I'm doing some of my readings, but this feels so heavy for you, Libra, that just be mindful. And if you are on the path to sobriety or that spiritual path to healing, reach out and get help from anyone that you trust or anyone that you look up to, anyone that you feel is kind of like a teacher in your life right now, any kind of Hierophant kind of energy. Reach out to them if you need some additional help. And then most importantly, as whatever it is that you've learned from this situation, make sure that you take time to rest. It's so important for you to take time to rest when you've gone through major life situations like this. So let's take a look at, this is a list of all your standout days and challenging days. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Should we take a look at it now? Okay. So your standout days for the month of July is July 5th. Luck and charm flow easily today. July 18th, perfect for love, creativity, spiritual connections. July 22nd, you thrive in Leo season. Social energy, time to reconnect with friends or step into that spotlight. Your challenging days are July 8th, potential for tension in close relationships. Keep things peaceful. July 15th, your energy kind of dips. Your clarity fades, so avoid big decisions and rest when possible. Four of Swords. Challenging days, again, are the 25th of July. Challenging conversations. So observe your thoughts as they arise. Don't force outcomes. So those are some of your standout days and your challenging days. So let's go ahead and we'll clarify this middle row here. So tell me why the Page of Wands is here. And let's take another look here. We have no cups. We have no cups in your reading as of yet. And so that sticks out to me because that's your emotions. So I think maybe you need to focus on your emotions, bringing out more of your emotions. Okay. The Moon. So continue on your journey. The Moon card is typically when there's been a lot of things where you've been under illusions or thoughts weren't clear or the direction wasn't clear. So just be mindful of that. Be mindful of the way that you're thinking. Be mindful of seeing through the fog and trusting your intuition. I really feel like that's what you're being called to do right now, is just kind of trust the journey, trust where you're going and how you're getting there. So tell me why the Devil is here. Tell me why the Devil is here. Judgment. So you have a Judgment card. So literally that is for me, the Judgment card, when I look at it, I feel like this is our higher selves. And what call to action do you hear and do you feel right now? If you're dipping into your intuition this mid-month after you've gone through this major arcana moment, what is your intuition telling you? You're being called to something, and it's clarified by this is clarifying the Devil card. So maybe it's something that you're just not paying attention to, or you're not realizing, there it is, you're not realizing that you're being bound by something. And the way to figure that out and what that is literally to meditate, to pause, to try to kind of like get to grips with what is happening right now with you, or to kind of process this situation here. And so tell me why the I know why the Four of Swords is here. I was going to say she needs to meditate. So, okay. So your Four of Swords is clarified by the Strength card. So this is major arcana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is your 7th major arcana card. So you're literally being called very loudly by Spirit to pay attention to what's going on right now. Your Four of Swords is a time of rest. And what is that rest going to get you? That rest is going to give you the strength that you need to continue moving forward through these major arcana moments. Because again, I really honestly, that's card number, this would be card number 8 because I missed your Lover's card right down here. So again, Four of Swords is a time to rest. What you're going to gain from it is the strength that you need to kind of keep going. So let's take a pause and we're going to look at these oracle cards here. Expansion. I am always growing, expanding, and evolving with every experience. I expand my understanding and deepen my connection to the divine. That's a good idea. I welcome change and new possibilities. knowing that each step forward brings me closer to my highest potential. And you have bravery right after we got the strength card. I am stronger than fear and doubt. I carry the light of courage with me, trusting in God's guidance, no matter the trials life presents. All that major arcana. I face them head on, growing and evolving through every challenge. So, again, if this is a reading that is speaking to somebody that is on that path to sobriety, is on that path to spiritual healing. Again, if you need extra help or just want to talk to somebody, I also am on the path to sobriety and spiritual healing. So feel free to leave me a comment or send me an email, and we'll connect and we'll talk and we'll kind of like work through whatever it is that you're going through. But definitely take that time to rest. Take those times to pause, have that bravery that you need to kind of like get yourself through this month of July. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the rest of the month. So it looks like you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Lovers. And again, still no cups. That is really surprising for me. I definitely feel like you need to reconnect with your feelings. Definitely connect with your feelings this month. There they are. So we have the Seven of Cups that is being clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. And so there's some work that you're going to have to do, Libra. You're going to need to kind of like take some time and work on yourself. The Seven of Cups is a card of either being in the illusion of a situation or having too many choices. And so I think with that Eight of Pentacles, it really tells me to focus on one thing. Just focus on that one thing right now. And again, if this is speaking to somebody that's on the path to spiritual sobriety, just focus on that one thing. Easy does it, one day at a time, one thing at a time. Try to calm your mind down by that resting so that you can get the strength that you need, because it does feel like you have a lot going on in your mind right now. You have the Page of Pentacles, and that Page of Pentacles, he's starting a new journey. He is excited for the journey. It feels like you're going to be learning something, or that somebody's going to be helping you learn something. So let's get clarification on our page. King of Swords. And so that's decisive action. And so whatever it is that you've got going on moving forward, that Page of Pentacles, just be curious about the process, but gather as much information as possible so that you could be sure about the direction that you want to go. Whatever the situation is, towards the end of the month, just be sure of the direction that you want to go, but just gather as much information as possible. You've got the Lovers card here. So we're going to we're going to clarify the Lovers card here. It's the last major arcana card that you've gotten. Why is our Lovers card here? And I'll be honest, right now, just the Lovers card right now, it just does not, besides the fact for how I feel about this card, I mean, if it was a love reading, it's different. But for me, this really feels like that you need to love yourself, because you have no cups except for this one that came out just as a clarifying card, and the Six of Cups that came out as a clarifying card, which that's interesting that just stuck out to me, because you have the Six of Cups here, and then you have the Seven of Cups. And really that's it. So this is a reminder to be kind and loving to your inner child. And the Seven of Cups is being kind of like too many decisions or too many options or too many choices, and it just kind of gets delusional, right? And so this is the only other emotional card that you have. And for me, I always say that this is our higher selves. This is saying we have a choice. We have a choice that we can make in the situation. So the situation that you are in, you have a choice. And I would definitely tap into that intuition to feel how you're being guided on this choice right now. So we are going to clarify our Lovers. What other messages can you give me so that I can share them about the Lovers card? You got to be kidding me. is the Lover's card again. So I think the message that I was receiving about this card is spot on. It is tap into your intuition, listen to your guides, listen to the divine, and use that to help you figure out what choice it is that you need to make in regards to the situation that you have for the month of July. So again, I know I said it before, but if you need additional help or just want a little bit of guidance, if you want a one-on-one reading and this message resonated with you, just reach out to me by email or in the comments, and let's see if we can dive a little bit deeper into what you're going through and see if we can get some additional help from the divine. We're going to go ahead and end the reading with these spirit animal oracle cards. We have Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. I don't even know what to say to that. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. And we have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. And I said I don't know what to say about that because sometimes life stings, because this does definitely feel like a stinging life moment that you've kind of gone through. So again, if you need any additional help, please reach out. And also, thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Take care and have a great rest of your day.